Is Willow Springs really closing? Well, I'm here at the actual track to answer the question. There's been a lot of controversy lately about evictions, things happening, because Willow Springs was just bought by new ownership, CrossHarbor Capital. And I really want to see what's it like right now and show you what's the state of the track.
Willow Springs Raceway, Rosemont, California, 75 miles north of Los Angeles on the Mojave Desert.
I've been here a lot over the last 13 years. My first ever track day was here. This whole thing is kind of responsible for who I am. I'm a track boy. I love driving. A lot of people in LA could say the same thing, to be honest with you. What Willow Springs is to the SoCal track person is pretty much the cheap option. It's the Nissan Altima of tracks. It's the place you can get a cheap track day in on any given weekend, basically. It's always been the budget option, and it shows. You know, the facilities are, frankly, whatever. You see that the buildings are all old, everything needs a bit coat of paint. Start finish is just literally a barrel in a shack, and the track is frankly unsafe. You go off anywhere, you're breaking your car. You're breaking a wheel, you're breaking a suspension arm. The charm to this place that I think keeps everybody coming back is that it's rendered exactly like it was back then. This place has not changed since the 50s. At all. This is the start finish and the straightaway that Ken Miles raced on, that Carroll Shelby raced on. It's history. This is the most historic track we have in a local radius. And there's something to that, is you can come here for not that much money, race on the same hollowed tarmac as some legends, and feel like you're back in the 60s with your brand new car. Let's take a closer look here. So you can see, it doesn't look very FIA grade, does it? There's no walls anywhere. The curbs are all dilapidated and broken. Like, the truth is the place needs a refresh. It couldn't sustain like this forever, and for 150 bucks for a track day, what track can stay open for that, even with, 60, 70 people showing up, maybe 100 sometimes. So what happened before I got here is I talked to these people called CrossHarbor Capital. I talked to their CEO, Sam Byrne.
Is there any sort of closure on the horizon for the track? There's a lot of concern in the community with that.
No. And we don't intend to have any permanent closure here. There'll be periodic closures where we do make improvements, but we hope to be able to phase those so that we always have at least one component of the larger tracks operating.
Willow Springs is staying open, according to them. I hope they don't make me eat my words, because I do know how these things go sometimes. It's very possible that they find some major flaw with the track and they have to close it and fix it for a bit. But he's promising that the track is not going away. The track is going to stay, it's going to get renovated, and according to him, Alex Wirtz, he's a former F1 driver, he's handling the new safety at the track. They're going to add walls, things like that, so that you don't feel so sketched out. Does that mean adding curbs at the exit of turn 9? That's where the controversy starts, right? How much of the track should stay original? How much of it should change? Let's take a little drive around the track and I'll give you a little tour. So this is the big track. This is Big Willow, the famous one, the one that all the legends raced on, right? So we're going to stop right here. This is the wall on the outside of turn 9. As some of you may know, people go off at turn 9 a lot and they crash. There's one really famous video of a Mustang going off right before the entry of turn 9, skimming over the dirt and crashing into a brick wall, and the GoPro somehow epically showed this amazing shot of the car and the bricks, all this stuff. That gap right there is the gap from that. You can tell where there's been repairs by how fresh the paint is compared to everything else. God, this place has so much charm as it is. Sam Byrne, the guy I talked to, told me that he has a really special connection to this place.
I'm a huge enthusiast myself. I'm a big car collector. People on the higher income spectrum, they don't want to be exclusionary. They just want to have a great experience. And a part of having a great experience is being around like-minded people. So like you read, probably like I'm a PD guy. This isn't going into our private equity business. This is all being done with permanent capital. At the end of the day, this is really a passion project, and we're aligning. The equity is all being aligned from people with a like-minded mentality.
So they're not using investment money to build this. It's money that they're permanently putting into the facility, they say. And they're partnering up with Singer to develop a facility here. And there's supposed to be 3 tiers to the idea. There's still supposed to be the track day tier to the track. So you're supposed to still be able to have your average track day person show up into a track day. They wouldn't name price. I don't know if it's going to be cheap because of the other 2 things. The 3rd tier will be your singers, your filming, and your production stuff. There's gonna be a middle tier, a club tier of guys who want to drive their fast cars, maybe keep a car here, have garages for those people, and do that kind of effect, almost thermal-like. But he impressed upon me that that's not what they're going for. They're not going for thermal. Oh man, this is all empty now. The evictions are real. I've been going here 13 years. I've never seen those cars move in my life. Incredible.
We're not the ones doing the eviction. It's the seller who has to. They don't have leases. Many of those tenants will be back. There are people that are part of the fabric of the track that we can't have tenancies at will under California law. There will be a menu of offerings out there, and there may be days where there isn't, there's no opportunity for open track days. A business can't survive just running open track days. And it also, particularly for the Big Willow, it just brings up legit safety concerns. We need to control the quality of the safety experience, particularly on the Big Willow.
What they told me is that now the track management's going to be all internal. So they're all going to have a whole management team for the thing. Flag workers, all that stuff are going to be part of the track. Pretty much the track is going to own the days, as I understand it, on which the track is going to be used. You can still rent it out for your things, but safety and corner workers and things are now going to be a track issue, which is actually different to usually most SoCal tracks. So continuing the discussion about what they're going to do with the track, there's going to be a facility and investment. I don't know if they're tearing anything down. They won't say, because they say it's too early in the design process to talk about it, but they are going to improve the tracks. They are going to add facilities. Singer is going to have a permanent location here. It's like an experience center thing. And it sounds like they're going to try to rent out to different tenants. It sounds like they're going to try to up the experience of the track, elevate it, to use an annoying term, which is distinctly against the identity of the track as it is now. There's not a doubt in my mind that this place is going to change. It's a big investment that's coming in, but they're saying it's not going to close, which is great. Is it going to be the same? Is it going to be easy to get a track day here? I think all that panicking and stuff is a little overblown, that we're all going to drive this track for the last time. We're going to get to drive this track still in SoCal. And whoever is, wherever you're watching from, you can come over here and drive the legendary thing too, for a long time coming, I think. It seems like they want to maintain the spirit of the track. I hope they're true to their word, but for sure the place is changing. Could the track have gone on like this forever? Maybe. But I know from being here for a long time that it's been limping along for a while. So maybe all things change, all things evolve. So to answer the question, is Willow Springs closing? No. Is Willow Springs changing fundamentally? Yeah, it's going to.